37 seconds ago, FBI Director Raskin-Patel made a critical error during live testimony. He turned a document toward the camera just long enough for it to matter. 47 names from the FD-302 documents, the complete list provided to the FBI by Epstein's victims. FBI officials panicked and scrambled to cut the feed. But the internet doesn't forgive mistakes like this. Screenshots spread within seconds, and now the entire world has seen those names. If you're tired of watching powerful people get protected while the truth gets buried, you need to watch this breakdown all the way through. Because what Patel accidentally revealed in those 37 seconds, a Hollywood producer, a royal prince, 6 billionaires, sitting cabinet members just shattered what may be the biggest cover-up in modern American history. Patel's face drained of color. He knew his career had just ended. But here's what's really stunning. It wasn't just who was on that list. It was who wasn't being investigated. The hearing started like any other. Routine questions, evasive answers, no reliable information. Ongoing investigation, maximum transparency, the same script every time. Then Massey did something unexpected. He turned to Patel, a member of his own party, and demanded the FD-302 documents. These are official FBI witness statement forms, the formal record of what victims reported. Sitting in FBI custody right now, and they detail at least 47 individuals. Massey started reading from the list. A Hollywood producer worth several $100 million, a royal prince, a prominent figure in the music industry, a high-profile banker, a senior government official, a well-known former politician, the owner of an Italian car company, a rock star, a magician, at least 6 billionaires, one of them Canadian. Patel was visibly rattled. He shuffled through his papers, glanced at his notes, then it happened. While responding to Massey, Patel lifted the document toward the camera. "Here are the documents," he said. "Look, all the FD-302s were reviewed," and then he stopped. Too late. The camera captured everything, FBI letterhead, the heading reading Epstein investigation witness statements, and beneath it, names. Line after line of names. The chamber went silent, then erupted into chaos. FBI attorneys rushed toward Patel, whispering urgently. But Patel was frozen. He still held the document in his hand. The C-SPAN cameras kept rolling. Nobody realized this is only the beginning, because what that document contained completely dismantled Patel's repeated claim of no reliable information. Screenshots flooded the internet within minutes. Reddit users zoomed in and enhanced the image. Hashtags exploded on Twitter. News outlets broke the story simultaneously. Names started to surface. The first was a Hollywood producer, head of a production company valued at hundreds of millions, credited with Oscar-winning films, documented making regular visits to Epstein's Palm Beach residence. The second was a banker, CEO of an international financial institution involved in billions in transactions with 14 logged flights on Epstein's private jet. The third name stunned everyone because this individual was still in office, still operating in the public sphere, still wielding power. Not the months before this, Kennedy, a 73-year-old Republican senator, had asked Patel directly, "Will it happen before I die?" He'd been asking for years. The answer was always the same. "We're working on it. In the near future." Nothing ever happened. Schiff pressed Patel hard. Patel exploded under oath before the Senate, calling him a liar, a clown. The FBI director completely losing his composure. Lou played the audio recording from Michael Wolff's 100-hour Epstein interview. Photos of Trump with underage girls, girls without tops sitting on his lap, Polaroids. Puddle's response? "I don't know." Goldman confronted the victims directly. "How many of you applied to the Justice Department?" Every hand went up. "How many were rejected?" Every hand stayed up. 31 names had been disclosed. Not one had been interviewed. And throughout all of this, Patel kept repeating the same line: no reliable information. Yet the FD-302s, the victim statement sitting in the document he just held, contained 47 names. Asterisk, so why do you think Patel was concealing this? Weren't those 47 names credible? Tell me what you're thinking in the comments right now. Internet investigators decoded a notation in the upper corner of the leaked document, Protection Status Level A, the highest classification, an official directive to keep these names concealed. But who issued that directive to keep these names concealed? There was a date at the bottom, February 15, 2025, just 2 weeks after Patel assumed office, and a signature K. Patel. His own signature, his own order. He personally placed 47 names under protection. The same Patel who, before taking office, promised names would be disclosed. The same Patel who, said the Black Book, was under the FBI director's control. The same Patel who pledged full transparency and then, within 2 weeks of being sworn in, quietly sealed 47 names away. Why? The answer was buried in the Maxwell interview. Maxwell was clear. This cast of characters, some of whom serve in your cabinet as valued colleagues, had ties to Epstein. People connected to Epstein, inside Trump's cabinet. And what did Todd Blanche, Trump's former personal attorney, now serving as Deputy Attorney General, ask in response? He asked about a massage. Maxwell is naming people currently serving in the cabinet, and Blanche asks about a massage. Then immediately following that interview, Maxwell was transferred from a high-security facility to a minimum security camp, special meals, a private gym, a therapy dog. Are there active cabinet members among those 47 names? The leaked document provided the answer. Internet investigators examined it line by line. 3 entries stood out because these 3 individuals are still actively serving right now. Asterisk, the first was a cabinet member. The name itself had been redacted under executive privilege, but the classification code alongside it read clearly, current administration, someone presently in office. Asterisk, the second was an intelligence officer. Again redacted, but with an unusual notation, subject aware of protection status. This person knew they were being shielded. The asterisk, the third was a federal judge, with the note, lifetime appointment, removal not feasible. No path to removal from the bench. Hollywood producer, a royal prince, billionaires, those were shocking. But a sitting cabinet member, a senior intelligence official, a federal judge, those are bombshells. And Patel accidentally exposed all of them. The FBI's response came fast. Within 12 minutes of the hearing, the FBI's official account on X issued a statement. The document seen during today's hearing was a draft working document containing unverified information. None of the individuals named are officially under investigation. Draft, unverified, not under investigation. But think about this. FD 302 forms are not drafts. They are official, formal FBI witness statement records, the documented accounts of what victims reported. And what does unverified mean here? Are the victims being called liars? The victims Goldman brought before the committee had all applied for justice. All had been turned away. And the FBI's response is unverified. Unverified by whom? The victims or the perpetrators? Patel's face had gone ashen. His hands trembled. His voice faltered. His answers grew even more evasive. Raskin took the floor. Director Patel, that document contained 47 names, and you have told us for months that no reliable information exists. Are those 47 names not reliable information exists? Are those 47 names not reliable? Are the victims' own statements not reliable? Patel began to respond. That document, Raskin cut him off. Don't play dumb. The entire world just saw it. Patel had no answer. He looked to his attorneys. He searched for help. It never came. Because the cameras had captured it, the internet had spread it, and there was nothing left to say. Kennedy asked, will it happen before I die? No answer. Massey listed 47 names. No credible information, he was told. Lou played the audio. I don't know was the response. Goldman rallied the victims, all rejected. Johnson raised 500 attorneys. Victim names disclosed, perpetrator names protected. Moskowitz extracted a promise of investigation, still waiting. Schiff raised the Maxwell interview. Patel erupted and called him a clown. And now Patel accidentally revealed the complete list himself. 47 names, FD 302 documents, protection codes, cabinet members, intelligence officials, federal judges. The no reliable information narrative collapsed, and Patel brought it down with his own hands. First, 47 names exist in the FT 302 victim statements. Patel confirmed this accidentally. Second, those names are protected under Level A classification, bearing Patel's own signature. Third, some individuals on the list are still actively serving, a cabinet member, an intelligence officer, a federal judge. Fourth, no reliable information was a lie. 47 names were deemed not credible, victim statements labeled unverified. Fifth, the FBI attempted to cut the broadcast, but it was too late. The internet never forgets. Asterisk, this story is just getting started. These names are now public. Screenshots are everywhere. News organizations are running analyses. Independent investigators are digging. The FBI called it a draft document, but no one is buying it. Patel called it a misunderstanding, but cameras don't lie. Asterisk. And the victims, the ones Goldman brought forward, they are still waiting for justice. 37 seconds. One single mistake. And the truth that had been buried for years came spilling out. Patel made history today, just not the way he intended. Subscribe and turn on notifications. This story is developing in real time, and you're not going to want to miss what comes next.